What's going on? How's everybody doing? All right, first and foremost, let me go ahead and correct Mr. Mo here. Mike the Mayor, he's about to perform, right? He got a joint with my man Big Cavity Maestro right there in the corner. This right here is Little Country Love. Mike is not my artist, it's my homeboy right now. I will say that right there. But they're about to perform their joint, living it up, all right? So Mike the Mayor, you come on, grab the microphone, and do what you do.
Okay. Y'all can hear me? All right. It's called Living It Up off the Mature Candidates Project. Big Mike the Mayor, Big Kev the Maestro. Let's go. Southern cloth cut from a classic fabric. Flicker the wrist got me performing magic. Turning negatives into a positive. Low country native staying on top of shit. Bright lights are wrong, dolo with the top down. Thinking about a proposition that I shot down. Put my eggs in different baskets, got it shop round. Might be a good look later on, but not now. Feels I get ink when I palm a pen. Steal a whole show when I'm walking in. Black suit, a black patent, leather pumas. Who can deny a double trim briefcase made of mama skin? Make something shake, haters in the way. Gotta get away, try another day. Money talking, let the niggas wait. Won't have me putting icing on a sucker cake. My aura has a story, comes with the natural vibe. Camera, action, level, status, they say he lived it all up. When it's coming for me, I'ma get it. When it comes to money, I'ma spend it. When it comes to lights, I'ma lit it. When it comes to life, when the mayor's in your system, ain't no telling if they'll bump them or they'll diss them. Overlook greatness and I override my mission. Sounds of the cat, make sure your checkbook's intact. It's like that. See my state of mind, Vegas, big dreams. Texas hold'em, paradise, a paradise. Success, the chess poker, no recount on votes. This mayor lane, popping champagne with half Nelson Hooray. Y'all all welcome to stay. It's plenty to go around. They know how I show love in my hometown. Eyes up when a brother feeling low down. Merriman Road stroll forever 10 toes down. All white after Labor Day. Loved ones out to play in a major way. Stay blessed in my quest, yes. I'ma have a big Mike day and nothing less. My aura has a story, comes with the natural vibe. Camera, action, level, status, they say he lived it all up. When it's coming for me, I'ma get it. When it comes to money, I'ma spend it. When it comes to lights, I'ma lit it. When it comes to life, he lived it all up. Thank y'all. Yeah. Yo, that's Big Cab.
For this open mic, man, we about to get this thing started. Like I say, man, you know, the only message I really have today, man, because of the things that's going on in this world, man, as far as with us talking about hip hop, is, man, be foremost, just remember, man, who we are. We all here because of the platform called hip hop. And because of hip hop runs everything. Don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted on what we're doing here. Don't get it twisted when you sitting up here and you in your bedroom and you making beats and you making rhymes and you doing what you love to do. Don't get it twisted. We wear our hats the way we wear our hats because of hip hop. We wear our clothes the way we wear our clothes because of hip hop. We buy the clothes and the hats that we wear because of hip hop. You see what I'm saying? We style our hair. We get our haircuts. We drive the cars. We do everything because of hip hop. So don't think that the industry runs us. We actually run the industry. But it depends on what part of the industry do you want to be in. Do you want to make that sacrifice to actually control what's going on? Or do you want to be the one that's being controlled? That's what's going on here, man. And you know, I always preach independence. I always preach ownership. I don't preach nothing else. I don't have no time to sit up here and tell y'all that, you know, that the deals out there is going to make you rich, going to make you wealthy, and it's going to provide legacy for your family. I would be lying to you if I told you that. I ain't got to tell you that. There's too many stories out here to tell you something different. So the thing about it is that you got to decide for yourself where you want to be when it comes into this thing called hip hop, because we are hip hop. This is what we do. This is what we live. This is what we breathe. This is the reason why you here. This is the reason why he did a 4-hour drive, because of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This man just put gas in his car from some gas station to be where he wanted to be in hip hop. I mean, come on, man. We got to stop playing around with this thing. We got to keep thinking that we got to get deals and we got to sign. And then I want to see y'all 2-3 years from now talking about you broke. I'm tired of it. I'm not doing this because of basically where I had to sit up here and get a whole bunch of money and do all of these things to sit up here and do SC-LOFI. I did SC-LOFI on a broke budget. I did SC-LOFI because some black owner loved what I was talking about in a break room and said, I got a store. That's what happened. And that's why I'm here. Got 2 speakers, got a mixer, got a laptop, got a beat machine, and I sat here for 6 to 8 months by myself, 4 hours of an event, until someone saw me on Instagram and said, you know what, I want to be a part of what you're doing. This is why y'all here, man. Stop acting like, dude, that we got to sit up here and succumb to what they're talking about. We don't have to. All we got to do is disconnect. We disconnect, guess what? They got to come and reconnect. That's what happens. We run this. We run this. Don't forget that. Don't sit up here and do everything for the gram, do everything for Instagram, for Facebook, for TikTok and everything, and sitting up here and talking about, I'm waiting for the industry to come get me. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? We do what we want to do. We doing what we want to do right now. We ain't got to sit up here and wait on nobody. We ain't got to sit up here and cry and say why he made it and I didn't make it and now I want to hate on him, hate on her, all this and that. We don't have to. Create your own platform. Create something for everybody to jump on. Creatives out here. Y'all making clothes? Let's make clothes and let's corral around it. Let's make hats. Let's corral around it. Everybody buy that hat. Everybody buy that t-shirt. Enough is enough, y'all. Because we dying out here. That's as simple as that. We dying out here. I don't know what else to say. Ain't nobody talking about being broke. Takeoff can't talk about being broke. Takeoff would never be somewhere on VH1, BET, and talking about how he had deals and now he's broke. He's dead. Period. So again, man, take this thing serious. You know, let's have some fun, but at the same time, take this thing serious. If this is what you want to do, if this is what you want to get paid off of, this is how you want to live your life, take this serious. Let SC-LOFI take this serious. Let us sit up here and like, comment, share, and put some money behind these artists.
Yo, it's the Dad Group Project, man, checking in. SC-LOFI, Greenville, South Carolina, upstate zone. Morris, man, tell them what we got going on, man.
Yo, man, as you can see, at Idea Dream, 506 Rutherford Street, SC-LOFI representing all day long, man. This is a beat cipher. We bring in MCs on the open mic, man, and this is what we do, man.
So tell us a little bit about SC-LOFI. Where you from, how you get started, and how you get in.
SC-LOFI, man, it started whereas I started seeing the beat culture. And the beat culture was everywhere else except for here in South Carolina. So by it not being in South Carolina, I was like, yo, it needs to be here. Because we got producers here, we got rappers here, we got MCs, we got poets, we got a lot of talented people here. So but by that being said, man, I just, you know, pandemic, you getting that money. So I went on ahead and got 2 speakers, got me a mixer, already had the drum machine, and I was just like, man, I want to do this. And so being that, you know, we all working regular jobs, man, and I'm pitching my ideas out there. And Mr. Frank, he worked with me, and he was just like, man, you know I got a store. And I'm like, yo, you got a store? Yeah. I'm like, man, what you mean you got a store? He's like, yeah, just because I work here don't mean that I don't have anything. So, you know, so guess what? He invited me to the store. I seen what was going on. He was like, brother, whatever you want to do, I want to do. So it started off, man, one Saturday out of the month. I came here, man, and literally 6 to 8 months was by myself. Laptop, drum machine, 2 speakers and a mixer, and 4-hour shows, man, I was doing it. You know, then they caught me on Instagram. Once they caught me on Instagram, man, then it was just like, yo, we want to support what you're doing. So next thing you know, more producers start coming in, you know, laptops, drum machines, the whole nine. And then when it ends up happening, man, this is where we at today. September was my 1 year anniversary. From the 1 year anniversary, man, we're doing the ending for the year event. Man, I've had everybody to come from North Carolina, Georgia, the lower part of the state of South Carolina. So man, it's been beautiful, man.
Collaboration is everything. We say it all the time.
All the time. Collaboration, everyone working together.
Even upstate's got a sound.
It does.
We've
It
been
does.
there.
That's right.
We just gotta get it out there.
And I tell everybody, man, a lot of what's going on really, man, is the only reason why a lot more have not made it from South Carolina because the ones that's from South Carolina has not came back. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. You know, if they would have came back, man, we would be on the map just as much as Atlanta, just as much as Charlotte.
We're right there in the middle.
That's why we do what we do. We're reaching people in our city. We're reaching people in this state.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which one we always say, more love, more life.
More
Like,
life.
we
It has to be that way.
always love reciprocates love. So we're always trying to reach out to people around us, bring us together. Like, we trying to put circles out there.
It's time.
And I love what's going on.
I love the vibe.
I love the
Thank you for
vibe.
inviting us. We appreciate it.
It's so different. What would you call this genre? I know it's a part of hip hop, but would you call it something other than the regular drill music?
I think, you know, what I call it is the yin to the yang. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up in hip hop, that's what it was. You know, we had the yin and the yang. We had just the same way we had NWA and Ice-T. It's the same way we had Dougie Fresh. The same way we had Run DMC. So how I grew up, it wasn't just yang. It just wasn't just yin. It was the yin to the yang. So this is the yin to the yang. You know, up the street, down the street, across the street, they doing drill. They doing trap. You know what I'm saying? I chose not to do that. I chose to bring the beat makers up front, first and foremost. Then at the same time, I want to bring the MCs in that are true spits. You see what I'm saying? I do have a rule here. The rule is no cursing on the mic because this is a family-friendly event. So when you on the open mic, you can't curse on the mic. It brings to me where now you got really something to say. You're not falling on words just to say things.
You gotta extend your vocabulary.
Yeah,
Your verb is gotta
exactly.
You really nasty.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing about what mine is different. I don't think it's different as far as hip hop is concerned, because this is all hip hop. But what it is if we have allowed someone to sit up here and say, this is what sells, and that ain't what sells. So I want to bring back what you saying that don't sell. Yes, it does sell.
And that happens. I hate that it happens. Like today, like you'd rather sell a female than for her looks versus you know what she's saying, her talent. Like
That's right. That's right. And that's why I try to push females that, hey, if you making beats in your bedroom, come on out here. Let us hear what you got going on. If you spitting like Rod Digger, Rhapsody, I want to hear what you got going on. Maybe they don't want to hear what you got going on. I want to hear what you got going on. And then from my platform, the world hears what you got going on. So that's what happens.
So in here, man, who's some artists that they can check out and can look over?
I definitely say, man, we got Wordplay Luck that's in there, man. God bless, he came through. I got C-Dot in here. You definitely want to talk to C-Dot. The producers, definitely Propane in the 70s. You want to talk with him. You definitely want to talk to Taj. So that's just a
talent in here.
There's a lot of
talent in here. Y'all should check this out.
and they from all over.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like I say, man, we got some cats that just came up from a 4-hour drive from Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm blessed, man. Like I say, I've had people to drive only to say, man, thanks a lot for the platform, and then break out. And I'm praying for them, man, get home safe. Because of the fact is, man, that you came for this. I want you to get home safely, not just to get home safely based on that you done got home, but get home safely so you can tell the rest of them, man, there's a platform out here for us.
It's a level of camaraderie in there that you don't see everywhere.
Yes.
When you come in, it was all dapping each other up. There was
That's
no
right.
ego trip.
That's
Right, it was none of that. It was
vibe
like
in
love
there.
in the room.
See,
That's major.
And we just had a event where we just did Asheville. So when we did Asheville, it was a versus. South Carolina versus North Carolina. 3 beat makers, 3 MCs. The MCs had to jump on the beat makers' beats. You know, it wasn't no wordplay going back and forth, but it was just song for song, bar for bar, track for track. And at the end, guess what? North Carolina can end up being on a South Carolina beat. A South Carolina rapper can be on a North Carolina beat. But it was the networking was everything. And we wanted to show everybody, those 50, 60 people that showed up, like, yo, hip hop is more than just everybody beefing and everybody, you know, doing. It's so much more. And they enjoyed themselves and they want us to come back. They want us to come back.
Can I ask, man? I gotta ask. I'm a competitive guy.
Yeah.
Who won?
Man, I have to say it.
Can we get
I have to say it, man. We was there.
Let's
we
go,
was in the hometown, man. North Carolina. No, North Carolina won, man. You gotta give it to them.
I give credit.
Yeah, you gotta give it to them.
Credit.
Yeah.
I'm Team SC though.
That's right. That's right. Hey, you see what I rep. You know what I'm saying?
We get to attire, man.
Oh man, I'll tell you right now, I'm doing hand-to-hand combat. But the thing about it is, as time goes along in 2023, I'm ready to try to set up the website and everything where we can go ahead and start purchasing hats, start purchasing T-shirts and all of that.
You said that me and you had a conversation before this.
Yeah.
I was like, man, why are we not wearing South Carolina on our clothes?
That's right.
Why are we not putting on T-shirts on our hats? I got a
right.
Chicago hat on right now.
That's
I
right.
live in South Carolina. The podcast, man, it's South Carolina. So it's like, yeah, I respect that.
That's right.
We gotta come together and make that
Yeah,
move.
we have to come together. We have to stand on what we believe in.
The principles have to be-
Because again, that's the reason why we wear Atlanta stuff.
Right.
That's the reason why we wear ATL. That's the reason why we wear stuff from Charlotte and New York and other places. All because of the fact is through hip hop, they have made their statement. They have set up there, stuck to our minds of this is hip hop. So again, we have to make South Carolina stick in hip hop. So we need apparel. That's why I say these talented people, man, they need to come to the table, man, and they need to come with logos. They need to come with some kind of fresh gear that hip hoppers will wear. So when I go out of town, cats is like, yo, where you from, dog? You already know. See what I'm saying? You already know. Now you may not know what the SC is, but you gonna ask. You gonna say, what SC South Carolina? This is how we get
So
that.
there's a difference between North Carolina and
South Carolina.
There is a difference.
It is a difference.
There's
It
a
is
difference.
Yes,
It's
it
the same
is.
thing.
Yes.
So I appreciate you for letting us come out, man.
No,
Thank you for having
man.
us.
I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the Dad Project coming out, seeing what's going on, man. Being able to project out to the world what we're doing, how we're doing it, man, and let everybody know, like say, what Andre 3000 said. What did he say? He said, man, we got something to say too.
Yeah.
And South Carolina, we got something to say. This wordplay love right here, man. Are y'all rolling out?
I see just wrong, man. Check out Wordplay, SC-LOFI.
Look, man, Perfect Villain out now.
Tell us what you
All
got
streaming
going.
sites, man. Perfect Villain is out right now. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Go check that out, man. Days on 85, executive producer. That's my guy right here, man. Yes, sir. Hip on your knives in South Carolina right
Hey,
now.
man, let's go.
Hey, man, we gonna talk, man.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, man, we appreciate you checking in the SC-LOFI. You got me and Caleb May. We pulling up for the city. It's the upstate.
Let's do
More
one.
love, more
Okay,
life.
for sure.
We got more SC-LOFI checking in with the Dad Group Project. Hey, man, more love, more life. We'll catch y'all.
Peace.
Yo, this is Dad Group Project, man. Bellamy, Caleb May, Propane, SC-LOFI, man. What's going on, man? Talk to us.
Man, started this thing, man, with Mo, y'all know Mo. Me and Mo been doing it for a minute. I started out, I got these beat battles, lose my voice. I got these beat battles, man, and I hooked up with this dude that was an end off of Obi Trice. So I produced Obi Trice song, Detroit Summer. They did a write-up on me in WSL magazine.
Oh, you from the upstate?
Yeah. We did TV and film. I did Adventures in Hollywood, 36 Mafia. I had like 17 beats on that show. Donnie's Way.
How long you been in the game? How long
Man.
you been in SC-LOFI?
You gonna make me tell my age, man.
I mean, can you give it to us without giving it to us? We'll take it now.
But we did a lot of this back in 2007.
Okay.
And I did some ESPN, A bunch of TV stuff. A lot of TV stuff and a lot of artists I did. Dang, I can't think. This, a few artists.
Right, you been out here working.
I even did a song for Eminem. I did I'm Still Standing. I'm gonna try to play that song. You know what? Who did that? Eminem.
Oh, they good, bro.
I'm trying to did it, and Dre wanted to remix it. He didn't know what to do with it, so he wanted me to play it when I'm around with it since I did. I made the song for him when he said to the store. You know what I mean? But I thought, you know us.
Yeah.
We know that song.
We know the way.
And now I created this thing called Propane the 70s, which I'm working on right now. That's why you hear when I play my music, it sound like a lot of 70s.
Yeah, the sample.
Go back.
We was rocking.
We was back there rocking.
Yeah. So the whole thing is, as an artist, I'm Propane the 70s, so like Rick James, Stone City Band type thing, Prince and Revolution. It's the whole thing. I haven't put it in play yet, but I'm in the studio recording a lot of tracks.
Right.
For these tracks that you hear.
So you got something new coming out? We can tell the world you got something dropping? Is there a date on anything?
No, ain't a date on nothing. I'm just in the studio
Making music.
doing it. You know what I'm saying? Writing and getting everything together. Trying to understand this whole internet game with platforms and you gotta stay up on that because my music ain't gonna mean a hill of beans if I don't stay up on these platforms.
Right.
And
Yeah.
a lot to do with hashtags and understanding the algorithm.
We go through the same.
All that type of stuff, man. You don't do that, it's worth it.
Right.
I don't care how good my music is. Nobody hears it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on, man. And doing these things, these tours, getting ready for these tours for SC-LOFI. Coming to something.
What's the next spot coming?
In January. I'm not sure the date, but I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, I bet. I hear you, man.
I'm trying to look for the next one.
Right. Can we come to the next one, do something?
Yeah. Y'all need to show up. Did y'all friends with him on Instagram?
Yeah,
He'll definitely keep you updated, man. We'll definitely be updated.
Hey, man, we appreciate you stopping by the Dad Group Project, man.
No problem, man.
Shooting it with us. Hey, man.
No doubt.
Propane, man. Check that out.
Propane the 70s coming.
Hey, man, checking in once again live. SC-LOFI, man. Bellamy, Kayla, man. Who we got to the mic, to the table? Tell me again.
Carolina Beats, Carolina with K, Beats with a Z, man.
I heard your music in the beginning, but hey,
Fire.
He said a
We been rocking
vibe.
the entire time.
why want to
Fire.
roll me one and have a drink and just enjoy the
Man.
vibe? You hear me?
Hey, I'm glad, man. That's what I shoot for, man. Like, most people, they be like, I'm trying to make beats for this person. I make beats for I make music that's just like, I like, man. And
Right.
other people are going to feel it. They don't feel it, that's on them. But
Melody for you.
yeah, man. It might be for you. Like, if you put in a room with 10 artists, 9 gonna feel it. That one may be like, this ain't me.
Right.
But it ain't no cocky stuff. It's just, that's just the vibe I go for,
You make good
man.
music. You know what I was saying? You make good music.
I love the vibe. Okay?
Yeah, I love the vibe. Man, man, listen, man. I'm the only child to a mother on disability, man. I go to work, I go home, I check on her, make sure she's great. I go in the room. In the room, I got like all my music equipment, a bunch of vinyl records, and then I just shoot between the vinyl records, YouTube and track lib, and I just find out what I love, what I feel like people feel, like what people love. I'll take stuff that people have like a memory to, and then just like flip it and see what I can do. Like I live on samples. Like
Man, I love a sample.
like you know,
I love samples.
Especially some old school.
yeah.
I love a
Yeah,
good
like
sample.
but not just like an old school sample. Like I will go rock. I would go like an old jazz. I would go like a show tune, ragtime. Like if I feel like I can flip it somehow, some way, I will try it. Like and you may come on and be like, what are you doing? And then I'm just like, just give it time.
Right. It's gonna fall into place.
So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, growing up in the household I did, my mom, like I said, the only child. My mom was heavy old school music. You know, she loved this guy right here. Hard. Him and his brothers. My mom was a big Luther Vandross fan. So Luther Vandross, Freddie Jackson, those guys, I lived on that. Like I lived on listening to that all the time. So you know, those play a big part of what I love to do now. Like I will dig on stuff and like be like flipping things, and my mom would come in the room. She'd be like, "Isn't this such and such?" I'm like, "Yes, it is." You know, so
I'm sure she enjoyed it.
yeah, and you know, and that's funny. Like you know, my mom was very, I ain't gonna say strict, but you know, she was cool in the Christian high school, so you know she has some old school stuff, but you know she's a very Christian woman. So she'll come in and she'll be like, isn't this such a well, I like that. If I get the I like that, it's a good one. And it's a hit, it's a smash, it's guaranteed. Like I ain't gotta like really be like, does anybody if she says it, I got it, man. So you know, and then the things of like people like commenting on like all my social media, if they comment on it, like, I love that. That motivates me. Like I just flipped the legit Nas sample. Okay. Because I was telling all my friends, I was going like, this mother. Oh. He flipped this before I did. And like, you know, Mo from the faculty, he was just like, flip it your way. I was just like, all right. Okay. I did it. I posted it. I tagged Hit Boy. Hit Boy saw it, liked it, gave me the salute. I was like, I got one. So, you know, it's just the fact of like, I'm gonna keep grinding on it. Like that type of thing motivates me, you know. When someone goes like, yo man, I was freestyling off this, like I had this on repeat and freestyle off of that. That motivates me, you know, like.
So the upstate's got a wave coming. You feel the wave
man,
too.
Like,
I told him over the back.
For me, like, it's the wave is coming, but for me, my wave is very soulful. Whether it be like I flipped Tennessee whiskey and made it sound.
I'm from Tennessee.
Yeah, I flipped it to where it sounded really soulful. You know, I flipped it the way that I wanted to and made it sound real soulful. And I was happy about it. And like I was like, man, I got some soul off of this, and you know.
Can we get that email?
Yeah, we can email. But you know, I did it, and I was just like, man, I love this. You know, and that's the thing about it. If you can take something that you wouldn't think that has soul, and you make it have soul, you're on your way, man. You know, a lot of people like the one thing that people like to come to me now and be like, man, you gotta step outside the samples. No, I don't. Right. Okay, that's what I love. Like, so you can't make a living on samples. Okay, Kanye West, Pete Rock,
40 with Drake, 40.
The list goes on. And you can go Primo, and all those guys as well. And you can go like, well, they make the living off of samples. Why can't I make my living off of samples? Just so you can't sample. Oops. Just say you can't sample, you know. But you know, I'm gonna live on the samples, man. Whether it be vinyl records, whether it be trap live, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram clips, whether it happens, like I'm gonna live on that because I can give that more soul. That's what I want to do. South Carolina to give it more soul. You know, this is a whole thing on James Brown.
Right.
Why we ain't a major factor, man? Like I'm gonna give it soul.
So how did you get linked in with SC-LOFI?
Shout out to Taj Torrance. I was with a group at the time, and he came through for one of our beat cyphers, and he was just like, man, you got some ill stuff. You gotta come to SC-LOFI, which was the next day, and I was just like, I don't know, you know, because I'm in my own world. And I said, okay, I'll go. Came over here, played some of my beats, and everybody was like, yo, you got some ill stuff.
So were you ready, prepared to play beats?
I had to go through the playlist. You know what I mean? Playlist. And then I showed up, played my stuff, and they was just like, oh, you got some ill stuff. And I told them how long I've been producing.
How long is that, if we can ask?
December the 4th makes 2 years.
That's what's up.
But at the same factor, hold on, I gotta call my brother over here. The fact that I stay on the samples, I listen to music. My bro, he's over here on the off the camera. I'm talking about, you know, he's going like, no. My bro went, man, who I've known since we was diapers. Almost diapers. I ain't say diapers, but almost diapers. But he will shoot the ideas as well, too. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, having that soulful soul of music and growing up with all that, like, I literally just live on, like, the samples and going through and chopping them up and thinking of how I can flip them. Like, I started off in GarageBand, which seems, then I flipped the Logic. Then I got the MPC. And just the fact of being able to hit the MPC stuff and like flip it up and chop it and do everything I want to with it, you know, that I think that just kind of gives me that edge of well, it's like, man, this dude sounds so soulful. He got this.
Man, the vibe we got here, man, the vibe was everything.
Hey man,
you set a mood, bro. Like we get my kids got
listen. My bro, anybody else that talked to me a week out before SC-LOFI event would tell you, like, I'm literally going like, I don't know how much I got, but I'm literally like every day like pumping out beats, trying to make sure I have enough. Like to come in and go like we got tonight, the crowd like me never had like. You go in and go like, hey y'all, I got this.
Show him what's going on, man. It's in here.
Just the fact of the matter being like, hey man, I got enough to like rock this crowd to where they feel it. That's my whole thing. Like, that's a couple people in here that I make beats, so they go like, you really made this? You know, everybody else is just the apple. Not in like disrespectful way, but because you want to like impress your peers.
Right, yeah.
Like if you go back and watch the Wu-Tang documentary, you see Method Man doing the freestyle in the theater. He's freestyling not for nobody else, but for his bros.
Right.
You know, and they going like, oh, this is ill. That's what I do it for. Like, you know, you go in the room and you play something for your bros, your peers, and you go like, hey, yeah, man, I made this. And they go like, bro, stop playing.
Yeah,
like, you know, that's the type of stuff. And you know, people say, oh, you should make it for the artist, you should make it for the fans. But like, you know, it's a shot in the arm of a drilling that if your peer go like, you crazy for this, you go like, oh, I got one, you know, and that's the good part about it, man. You know, when your peers go like, bro, that's ill. That literally made me go like, all right, we go home and get some, me like come off the adrenaline high, and then tomorrow I wake up, start making more beats. You know, it's just the fun factor, man. Like just when someone gives me like that love and be like, yo, man, you got some ill stuff. That's another thing. It just makes me want to go harder, like the kitchen. He says the kitchen. That's okay. So the kitchen.
Tell about the kitchen. You can't walk away with that. Not saying that.
The kitchen. I just on my lunch break, I just started making beats, and then my bro, he was just like, we gotta like brand this, bro. It's gotta be something branded.
Right.
And I was like, okay. You know, I'm eating food while I'm making this. While I'm at the kitchen. Okay, the Carolina kitchen. So I would make beats on my lunch break. So I got an hour lunch break. I spent 30 minutes making the beat. Flip the sample. I just pick one off of YouTube, and then we go.
That's fire, man.
My man said the kitchen's open.
And if you ever seen a video of my Instagram page, it literally on the kitchen, like I'm in the car. It literally at the end says kitchen's always open.
That's dope.
So you know, it's those things that I gotta keep. It's a quote Ninth Wonder, one of my idols in producing. You gotta shoot your jumpers.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot your jumpers, shoot your jumpers, shoot your jumpers. In wrestling, they say 10,000 hours worth of ring time. Shoot 10,000 jumpers.
Right.
If I shoot 10,000 jumpers a week, I get stronger. You know, I become better. I'm able to flip more. I'm able to get put in a high pressure situation where I go in the room and it's, you know, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, who those are two, three I would love to work with in the future. Go in the room, they go like, here's a stack of 5 records. We want 3 hits. That's all you want? You know? But it's also like that Dilla as well too. I'm reading in the middle of reading Dilla time. I'm trying to make myself as strong as I possibly can on this to get to that level where it's you can give me any record that can shoot. Oh yeah. So
before we let you out of here, man, tell them where they can find you, how they can chop in and lock in with you.
all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Carolina Beats.
Carolina with a K.
Carolina with a K. Beats with a C as well. You can find my brother Clinton, he just walked in the building. That's my manager. If you got anything you want to throw out, you know, project-wise, business-wise, please contact him as well. But I'm in the middle of a 30-day challenge. I'm right here at the end of it. Day 26, I've already posted for today. I got 4 more days. And I'm stressed out. Because you know, that was a Mo idea. Mo SC-LOFI idea of, hey, 30 days of like beats, or 30 days of rhymes, can you do it? And I'm if you can see the inside of me, I got a cigarette, I'm just like I got on it. But you know, we study at it, we right here at the end of it, man. It's been a boost of, you know, traffic to my Instagram and to my TikToks and Facebook stuff. So I'm just
self-promotion is everything.
Self-promotion and everything. So I'm just basically trying to just keep it going and build myself up and, you know, just be the best I can be, man. You know, I can sit here and be cocky, I can sit here and be humble, I can sit here and just say whatever, but yeah, at the end of the day, man, I'm just, music's been a creative outlet to me. Shout out to my brother who's on with this. the Mad Artist, Rodgers Cardell. That's who I started doing music to do music. I was not able to. But his spirit was on. I feel him every time I get to a beat. And I go like, that's it. And that little voice goes, Negro, that's not it. That's him.
Talk about that voice a lot.
That voice is him. And I'm so appreciative, you know. The time I got to spend with him, the 30 plus years I got to spend with him, I'm so happy that I got to spend it with him. He still lives on. He still hears me as well. If I get stuck with music, I know it's him as well too. So that's also a big inspiration to my music as well too. So
that's love, man.
All of them, man.
Like I said, we appreciate you stopping by, chopping up with the Dad Group Projext.
Oh yeah, man. We
Hey.
about to go in here. I'm about to blow some
Hey man, we about to hit some ciphers, man. We about to get out of here. It's the Dad Group Projext, Bellamy, Kellerman. Tell them who you is for.
Carolina Beats, man. Once again, Carolina with a K, Beats with a Z. All social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can find me on there, man. Reach out to me. Let's tap in. I do a whole lot better. I'll give you a whole lot better track if we in the same room, man. I can give you some stuff I send you in the beat pad, but if you want that hit, put me in the room with you, man. I'll give you some great stuff, man.
All right, man. More love, more life. Kayla, man, take us out there and tell them.
More love, more life.
It's 8-0. Let's go.